G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So game one is in the results column and Queensland got it done. So very good win there for my Maroons. I am filled with joy about that result. But yeah, we are going to be ranking or rating players' performances. Now, I've gone 10 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 4 out of 10, and 2 out of 10. I've gone off the evens because I feel like if I do odds as well, it's just going to be way too big. So we're going to rank it like this. So basically, 10 out of 10, great performance. Could not fault you whatsoever. 8 out of 10, solid performance. Really, really good. 6 out of 10, average performance. You did a job, but you didn't go above and beyond, basically. 4 out of 10, below average, and 2 out of 10, better luck next time, basically. Wasn't your night. All right, starting things off. Harry Grant, I thought was pretty good when he came on. I don't think he's in the 8 out of 10 category. I think above average, average to slightly above average is fair for Harry Grant. He was very good, but, just it wasn't the complete performance we're used to seeing from Harry Grant. I thought, he didn't get involved as much as I would have liked. Maybe the game didn't call for that, but Harry Grant for me, 6 out of 10. I think it's a fair rating. Cam Munster, outstanding performance. Got found out a little bit in defense, but all in all, I thought he had a really good game. So 8 out of 10 for me is a pretty fair ranking. Val Holmes, bad on this one as well. Um, Made some really, really good decisions, made some poor decisions. I think about average is fine for Val Holmes. Um, there was times he broke the line, got the offload away, but the killer was that offload that cost Queensland a try. I do think Appy Coruscant knocked it on, but at the end of the day, it was a bad offload. The Blues deserve that try, to be honest. All right, Reece Walsh. I'm going to put him in the 6. Under the high ball, he was fantastic. He looked really, really dangerous, but again, a bit like Harry Grant. Like, while I think he was outstanding today, I just, I can't put him in that 8 area. I can't. He was great without being fantastic, if you know what I mean. I thought he had a really good game, but yeah, I just can't rank him any higher, unfortunately. Lindsay Collins, I'm putting in the 8. Literally iced the game for Queensland, got that offload away to set Munster up for that final try. After catching the ball in a contest with James Tedesco, I thought he was really good tonight. Massive effort from Lindsay Collins. Jai Arrow for me, I thought he was great. But it's hard. There's not many forwards that I think will be in that 8 out of 10. Um, Jai was really good. He came on defensively. He was great. I don't think he missed too many tackles. And, he had tough carries, but there wasn't much. I don't think there was too many post-contact meters from what I saw. I still thought he was outstanding for, what he did, especially on the defensive end. But I can't put him in that 8 out of 10. Like, there's not going to be that many players in these two categories. I'm going to say that right now. Tommy Flegler, I'm going to put him at 2 out of 10. Came on pretty late. Yeah, he did have some impactful runs and stuff, but for the most part, you could have said that he didn't play, and I probably would have believed you. It's not the fact that he had a terrible game. He didn't get much game time, and for what he did get, I don't think he did too much. So I think 2 out of 10 is fine. James Tedesco for me is a 4 out of 10. Defensively, he was off tonight. I don't know what it is with James Tedesco, but he can't stay on 2 feet. He's constantly falling over. I thought he was pretty disappointing tonight. For his standards, I thought, unfortunately, a bit disappointing. And if there's anybody in the comments that says James Tedesco should be dropped for Dylan Edwards, mate, you're a bloody idiot. He is still the New South Wales captain. He always will be until he retires from representative football. So you can just shut up now, honestly. You don't know what you're talking about. Put it that way. Brian To'o, I'm putting him in 8 out of 10. I thought he was one of the Blues, if not the Blues' best player. He was outstanding. Always looked dangerous. Always looked ready to go. He made that bloody great line break after a kick return. He was outstanding for the Blues. This one might be a bit controversial. You might disagree, but I'm putting Critter in 4 out of 10. I thought he was pretty disappointing as well. Yeah, he did score that try, but outside of that, he didn't do much. He owned Holmes for a bit in the first half, but I think Holmes got the better of him in the second half. A few defensive errors, a few attacking errors as well. I just thought he was a little bit disappointing today. Whether you guys disagree or agree with me, look, that's up to you. But yeah, I didn't think he was all that great. Tommy Turbo, I'm putting him 4 out of 10. Um, Unfortunately, didn't get a chance to do much here. He was roaming around a little bit in the first half, but and in the second half as well. But I don't know, he just didn't get enough time to insert himself into this game. The HIA really hammered him, so he can't take too much away from it. He could have been more impactful, but he just wasn't. So, look, again, you guys might disagree with that, but 4 out of 10, I think, is a fair rating. Luai and Cleary, I'm putting in 6 out of 10. I thought both these players were pretty good. Actually, I'm gonna no, I'm gonna keep Luai there. I was gonna say I'm gonna put Luai in 8 out of 10. Luai was actually pretty good tonight, and if you guys, I know he's got a bit of a target on him from fans because they don't like Luai. Put it to rest. Look, he did a job tonight. He looked good. He looked dangerous every time he had the ball. He was better than Cleary. He was 100% better than Cleary. So I'd probably say if I'm rating from 1 to 10, I would say that Luai is a 6 and Cleary was a 5 because Luai I thought had the better game by a fair bit, to be honest. And I'm very close to putting Luai up in 8, but I can't put him up there. Hammer, I'm going to put him up in 10. I thought it was outstanding in attack and defense. I thought he had a really, really good game, really strong game from Hammer. I was impressed from it. And you know what, Billy Slater, take a bow, mate, because Pick and Hammer was, you got a lot of flack from it. You copped so much flack, but he proved all the haters wrong. Shout out to Hammer. I think he had a 10 out of 10 performance. Tavita Pangai Jr., I'm going to put him at 2 out of 10. I thought he was disappointing. A few disciplinary errors in there that, you know, inevitably cost New South Wales a good bit of field position. And yeah, I don't see him getting picked for game 2, to be honest. I thought he was pretty disappointing. Appy Chorus, I'm going to put him at 6. I'm going to put him in that middle of the pack. He was fine. He scored a try, but he didn't do anything outstanding. He missed the most tackles today as well, and I think that's going to open the door back for Damien Cook because they need that defense. They need that defense, and Cook brings that. I don't see Appy getting selected in game 2, just my personal opinion. Payne Haas, definitely an 8 out of 10. He was fantastic. Did not put a foot wrong. I thought he had a really, really good game there. When he was on, he just got the ball rolling. They were rolling down the field, and he did what he does at club level. He was outstanding, and I do think he is one of the best, if not the best, forward in the NRL. Tyson Frizzell, he did a job. He did his job, and he did it pretty well too. The experience showed. I think he deserves to be in that 5-6 mark. Hudson Young, he was horrible. He got hooked after about 30 minutes. I think he just tried to start fighting and just getting in their heads too early, and it backfired on him. Caused a couple of penalties, a few pretty bad errors there too. He won't get picked in game 2. You can put your house on that. I don't see him getting picked. Isaiah Yeo, I'm putting him up in 8 out of 10. I think he made like 40 odd tackles, no misses, so he was strong once again today, and he definitely deserves to be up there. Junior Barlow off the bench, putting him at 5, 6 out of 10. Brought a bit of impact, but he didn't really change the game like I think a lot of people were expecting him to. I thought, he had a pretty good game, but I think it could have been better. So 5 to 6 seems fair for me. Liam Martin, I'm putting Liam Martin in 10 out of 10. Scored a try. He put so many hits on, causing errors. Um, he was a game changer for the Blues. He really was. I think he is one of the only Blues. I don't see any other Blues that I will put down as a 10 out of 10. He was outstanding. He definitely deserves to be up there. Cam Murray, got to put him at 6 out of 10. He did his job off the bench. I thought he had some pretty strong carries. Defensively, he was good as well. Can't put him any higher, though, unfortunately. Look, you've got to understand that this tier, these are the best of the best from today. These guys stood up, did a job, and excelled above expectations. Whereas these guys were great, but they weren't on this level. So that's what you got to understand. Nico Hines, 2 out of 10, came on. I think he made one error, missed 2 tackles. Not a great game there for Nico Hines. Look, he will bounce back, but I don't see him getting back in this squad. I think the Blues will either run 2 hookers in game 2, or they'll go Matt Burton off the bench, or maybe, I don't know. That's what I'm assuming that's going to happen. Because I think Luai played well enough to not get dropped. I think Hines may have played his last Origin game for 2023. My opinion, take it with a grain of salt. I could be wrong, but let me know what you guys think. Murray Taulagi, I'm putting him in 8 out of 10. Saved 2 tries. Defensively was our best back, in my opinion. He was so good. Really stood up for us. Can't put him at this level because these guys, in my opinion, absolutely changed the game. But Murray Taulagi, really, really good game and definitely deserves to be in that 8 out of 10 mark. Fox didn't really get much. The ball went left more than it did right. So a bit like Turbo, didn't really get too much involved. That both these players are absolute guns. But they went left more than they did right. And I personally think that was the wrong call by the Blues. I think they would have seen more success on the right. Again, just my opinion, take it with a grain of salt. But I thought they would have saw more success on that right hand side. But it is what it is. Daly Cherry Evans I thought was fantastic tonight. Got a 40-20 that I think definitely helped change the game. I thought defensively he was pretty good as well. Pretty good in attack. I thought his kicking game was brilliant. Really good game from DCE. I think he deserves to be in the 8 out of 10. This man gets clowned way too much. He deserves a lot better than that because he is outstanding. He is such an outstanding player. All right. Next up, we've got Ruben Cotter, who is 100% a 10 out of 10 player. Best on ground. He got man of the match. He deserves it. What a game from Ruben Cotter. I don't think this man's ever played that good in his life. Like, I know he's a great player and we've seen good games from him, but this was another level. Like, this was outstanding from Ruben Cotter. Definitely deserved man of the match. Really, really good player. Benny Hunt, I thought he was good without being great. I don't know. Would you guys disagree if I put him in 6 out of 10? No, look, I think he had a good enough game to be classed to be put in that 8 out of 10 range. Maybe on the closer end to a 7, but I think he did enough. He was good. Gilbert, look, I thought he was good early, but again, we didn't get to see all that much from him because he went off injured. I tell you what, man, you could tell his shoulder was popped out because that thing was just dangling there. And then when he went in for that tackle, man, he was done. And Queensland got a penalty for having 14 players on the field because he went off and then Lindsay Collins came on and then, it was just it was a nightmare. But yeah, 2 out of 10, I think is fine. Just because we didn't get to see enough from him, in my opinion. Then we've got David Fafita. Again, like, he's an impactful player. He can create something out of nothing, but I don't think he did that tonight. I thought he was decent enough to be put in this 6 range, in the mid-tier range, but I don't think he was good enough to be put into this sort of echelon of players. One player I do think deserves to be up there is Paddy Carrigan. Outstanding game from Paddy Carrigan. Um, I thought, really, really, he is the future of Queensland. He 100% is. He was outstanding tonight. A bit like Isaiah Yeo, made a hell of a lot of tackles, not too many misses, and really just when Queensland needed those meters, he helped make them. So I think he definitely deserves to be in that 8 out of 10. Selwyn Cobbo, another player that deserves to be an 8 out of 10. He was really good tonight as well. Couple of little errors, but nothing too crazy. I thought he was sensational. There is a couple of things I want to do. I do want to move Isaiah Yeo up to 10 out of 10. Look, he did what does at Penrith. He was outstanding tonight. Look, I can't have him in 8 out of 10. I've got to move him up. And another player I'm moving up is Reece Walsh. Just the connection he had with Cobbo tonight, I think deserves to be put in that 8 out of 10 sort of range. And then we've got Big Tino Fa'asua Malawi. I'm putting him in the 6 out of 10 range. Yeah, he had some pretty tough carries. He did have some pretty tough carries, but like these players, I think, they help break the game apart and turn momentum. Tino was great. Good carries, strong runs, good on defense, but I just can't put him above a 6 out of 10. All right, guys. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of people disagree with me on these. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'd love to hear from you guys. Also, what changes would you make to the respective sides? Would you keep Queensland 1 through 17? Or would you Tommy Gilbert may be out. Would you change some stuff up? Would you say that Tavita Pangai Jr., Hudson Young, and Nicho Hynes will get another run for the Blues? Love to hear from you guys. Drop it down below in the comments. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe as well, guys. Really helps the growth of the channel. I'm off to bed. Hope you guys have an amazing night. Sleep well. And if you're going to work tomorrow, have a good day. Thanks, guys.